everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 4 meatless meals. These are some of the dinners that we had this week, so I hope that you enjoy. Like I said, today I'm going to be sharing with you some of our dinners from this week. All of these dinners are vegetarian, so if that's something that you're looking for, hopefully these recipes will give you some ideas. Let's go ahead and get started with the first dinner. So starting off with the potato dish, I have some clean potatoes here. They're just kind of medium sized. And I have some tomatoes and an onion. So I'm going to start off by peeling all of the potatoes and slicing everything with this little tool that I have here. I have everything sliced now. And then I just sprayed my oven pan with this avocado oil. And I'm going to arrange all the potatoes and veggies in the pan. So this is how it looks with everything kind of stacked together. I left one line of just potatoes for the boys because I have a feeling they won't eat it with the tomatoes. Then I put like little dabs of butter. I just use this Country Crock plant butter. This is the avocado one. And then I'm going to sprinkle the top with paprika, black pepper, garlic powder, salt, and then basil leaves. And then it'll be ready to put into the oven. So here's how it looks. I'm just going to cover it with foil and I'm going to put it in the oven. It's on 400 degrees. It'll probably take about 40 minutes to an hour, and about halfway through I'll take off the foil so that they can get nice and crispy. Now for our breaded mushrooms. I washed them off really good. These are just white mushrooms. I'm going to cut these in quarters and then I'll show you how I make the batter. So here's our mushrooms cut in quarters, and then for the batter I'm just using this pre-made one. So I just mixed that with some water until we got this consistency. It's still pretty thick. And then in another one we have just some of the same mix, but this is dry. So we're going to put the mushrooms into the wet mix first, then into the dry, and then into our pan with oil. So here's how the potatoes turned out. And then I made mac and cheese. I just used this box, just regular HEB 3 cheese. And I just followed the instructions on the box. And then I made this one for myself. It's this one, the Amy's Vegan. So that's gonna be for me. So here's my plate. Looks pretty yummy. I feel like it's kind of lacking something green. Maybe like some roasted asparagus or something would have been good, but this will do. And here's the boys' plates. So I just gave them a little bit of everything, kind of a lot of mac and cheese because that's their favorite part, and then some sliced cucumbers as well. And here's my husband's plate. He added a beef rib that he made earlier today, and then some of these pickled jalapeno peppers that he also made. So that's what he's gonna have for dinner. To go along with our soup, I'm going to make some breadsticks. So I found this recipe online. So if you guys want to try out the same recipe, I'll go ahead and add it in the description for you. And I'll just show you a bit of me making them as well. So here's our breadsticks. The recipe says that you can just go ahead and bake them, but we're going to let them rise for a while so that they can grow a bit and get lighter and fluffy. So now for the soup, I'm going to start dicing up some veggies, and I have different seasonings over here, some canned tomatoes and beans, and we're going to go ahead and get everything ready to start the soup. So I'm starting off with carrots, onion, and celery. This celery, I already had it chopped in the freezer, so I'm just using that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it here in my pan. The oil's already hot. While that's sauteing, I'm going to chop up my garlic and my zucchini, and then I'll add that stuff a bit later. So I added in the garlic and all of that is sauteing. I have the zucchini over here. I'm going to add that in a little bit. But I'm going to start adding all of the spices. I have a bunch of them. I never really measure when I'm cooking, but I will add a link in the description to this minestrone soup. So if you want a recipe, that one will have the measurements and everything. Now I'm going to add in the tomatoes, the zucchini, and the can of beans. And then I'm going to add in a bunch of water. Now I'm just going to cover it and wait for it to boil. And while we're waiting for this, I'm going to go ahead and put my breadsticks into the oven so that they can start baking. For the breadsticks, I have some melted butter, and I'm just going to add some garlic powder and a little bit of Italian seasoning. Mix it up really good, and then we're going to use that to brush it on top of the breadsticks. It's been boiling now for maybe 10 minutes, so I'm going to add some of these shell noodles, probably like less than half of this package. The pasta is getting pretty close to being cooked, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat and add in the spinach. I like to kind of cut it up a bit so that the pieces aren't so big. This is just baby spinach.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I want to wash them. You can help me wash them. Hi, Mom.
ate up everything. Benny too, but he already took his bowl to the sink. So the soup was really yummy, even the boys ate it. And then the breadsticks were really good, but I was hoping they would be like fluffier. They were kind of like heavy and dense, but the flavor was pretty good, and we still ate a bunch of them, and the boys liked them too, so I'm still glad we made them. I'm making this today because I just wanted something super quick and easy. So I'm just gonna cook some white rice, and then I'm gonna make this Gardein teriyaki chicken strips. It already comes with the sauce in here and everything. And then I'm just gonna cut up this broccoli and saute it with a little bit of garlic powder and paprika and salt. And that's gonna be about it. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the pizza dough. These are all the ingredients we need. This is a recipe that I've been using for years, and it's really simple and easy, and it turns out really good. So I'll link this one in the description as well, and just kind of show you along the way how I'm making it. Now I'm just going to divide up the dough into 4 parts. These are my pans. I'm making 3 small circles and then this larger rectangle. I did make a double recipe of the dough, so hopefully I'll have enough. And I just brushed these pans with some oil, and then I'll roll out the dough and put it in the pans. I'm going to cover them up with some kitchen towels and let them rise for like 30 to 40 minutes. It's been around 20 or 30 minutes, so I'm going to start on the first pizza. I just use like traditional pasta sauce for ours, but you could always buy like the pizza sauce if you wanted to. Here's the veggies that I chopped. I just have onion, tomato, spinach, and then I have some of this vegan sausage that I chopped up too. So I'll use these toppings for my husband and for me, and then for the boys I just do a plain cheese pizza. Here's the last 2 pizzas. So I just bake them 2 at a time at 450 for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then they come out nice and crispy. I do mine without cheese because I'm allergic to dairy. Sometimes I use vegan cheese, but today I'm just doing it like this. And it still tastes really yummy. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing what we had for dinner and maybe got some ideas for yourself. They're not always the most healthy or balanced dinners, but this is kind of what we eat in real life, so I thought I'd just share that. If you came here after seeing my video from last week, I did mention that I was going to be making beef stew as well this week. I didn't film that, but I will have a link in the description for the recipe. It's a video tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again in a new video, and I hope you have a great day.